Okay, so today we're going to be showcasing the red UR Deku. Ever since using him, I've pretty much changed my mind about this card. When this game first came out, I ranked this guy as the lowest UR character. But now, after using him, I kind of really like him. So we'll go through his kit and then we'll bring him onto a few different stages. And I'll show you guys why he can be actually pretty good. So for his Plus Ultra, 700% damage to a single enemy. And then he's able to deal reverse damage for 3 turns. Reverse damage meaning the lower HP you are, the higher damage output you're going to be doing. And then he inflicts self-damage when doing this Plus Ultra attack. Now you can look at that as a bad thing or a good thing. A bad thing is, of course, you're losing HP for doing a Plus Ultra attack. A good thing is you are amplifying the reverse damage. And this inflict self-damage doesn't actually kill you if you will stay at 1 HP maximum, okay? And then for the action skill number 1, it does 400% damage to a single enemy, increases power by 40% for 3 turns, and receives a certain amount of damage inflicted, just like the Plus Ultra. So it's actually a really strong action skill here, plus the 40% power increase is really good. Not to mention, he has a very low cooldown of 3 turns. That's also very beneficial. And then his second action skill increases his own power by 45% for 3 turns, as well as his speed by 45% for 3 turns. For his auto skill, when critical hit occurs, skills deal an additional 35% damage for 3 turns. When HP is under 50% or less, for 3 turns, auto heal 15% HP per turn. So he's getting 45% HP within the 3 turns. So when you do drop underneath the 50% HP, by his Plus Ultras and his skills, he is going to heal that back up, which is really good. And then for the last auto skill, when HP is 50% or less, increase critical rate by 25%. This guy is a monster under 50% HP, which is why I really like to use this card, honestly. He may be fragile, but used in the right situation, you can bring out the most amount of damage so easily. And then one last thing before we get into the gameplay. In terms of his skill table, I've gotten him to the 3rd node on the purple table to get him to level 85. And then the basic table, he's got his 6th one done. So that's good. For the art change, this is his original art right there. Alright, so let's get into the gameplay now, and I'll show you guys why he can be really, really good. So I brought him to the USJ event versus Gran Torino. Gran Torino being a green type means that red typings will do type advantage. And the reason why Deku can be really good is because of the fact of his team. So his team here consists, well, you're going to have red Kirishima on your team when running a red mono team, because red Kirishima provides the red typing with a power boost. And we brought the friend along as well for the double power boost, so that with a combination of his first action skill and the support, he has a total of 130% power increase with the memory as well. The memory gives, I think, a 25% power boost or something. So with that, he can output a lot of damage early on as well. And he's only going to get stronger as time goes by. And not only that, right, Kirishima can actually taunt the enemy. So red Deku is never really going to get hit at all for the most part, because of the fact that Kirishima is taking all the damage. And so that means he can safely do his damage without getting hurt too much, which is awesome. I also brought this yellow Kirishima here, as he is a 1A student support. Plus, he's another taunter, so Deku really is never going to get hit in the game. Now, there is a good memory for him if you do not have a taunt user, and it's from the VE store, I believe, the Nana support with Gran Torino, young Gran Torino. And what that provides, that memory provides, it's a UR memory. It gives the equipped user a grit mechanic, which means he will survive on 1 HP for 1 hit, which is really good, especially if you know that the enemy is always going to target red Deku. Before I use the Plus Ultra, I do want to get the power increase, so we'll do that really quickly. And he's doing easily over 20,000 damage, non-critical. And then we're going to do his Plus Ultra here. It went so fast, I didn't see how much damage it was. But it was a lot, I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much. Alright, we'll do the Plus Ultras for Kirishima here. just to get their abilities off and their damage reduction. We will do that. Increase his power again. So he is losing HP slowly. And we need to get his plus ultra once again. I want to get his plus ultra one more time on this stage. 30,000 damage easily. Alright, so we have a predicament. I cannot get his full plus ultra power in, but we can get one of his abilities going. I'm actually going to do the first action skill. It doesn't increase as much power. It's only like 5% less, but it's just so I can lower his HP, which is what I want. 22,000. And so he's at his lowest HP as possible. Let's just hope that he does not target Deku here. Oh, good. Perfect. Lower defense as well from the Bakugo. 9. He did max damage. What else do you want? The man does max damage. This guy is one of the strongest characters, especially if you know what you're doing and what your team build is as we get disconnected. And then lastly, I want to showcase him off in VE Tower. If you guys don't know, the newest VE Tower versus Shigaraki. I don't know if it's new anymore. It's been a few days now, a few weeks, I should say, where Deku is actually a boosted character for extra power and crit rate, which makes Red Deku a really good candidate to use for this Night Eye and Mirio fight here, as they're green types. So we'll see how well he can do in this stage here. We'll target Night Eye first. Get that taunt going. And then do that. 25,000 off the rip. Not even load HP, which is pretty strong. Then we'll get some more taunts in. Of course, poor yellow Kirishima takes all the brunt force, even from our own red Kirishima. Alright, so we have a few more turns to get that plus ultra. Might as well lower our HP. Get the taunt. 39,000 critical. And before we do the plus ultra attack, I do want to get this one power bonus up. And then let's get his plus ultra. We'll slow it down for you to see the animation. Just really quick heads up. All of his bonuses: 95 power bonus, 40% bonus for one turn, 35 skill damage, 45, 35. He has got a lot of freaking boosts. Let's see if he can do max damage here as well. Even though his HP is not the lowest. Let's see if he gets a crit. Yep. He got max damage. Now, I will say, after you do max damage, you are going to be on 1 HP. So, do be careful. But with taunt users, if you can control that, like here, you should be fine. 81,000 critical for his normal skill. That's how broken he can be. Now, I do need to do a little bit more testing, as I want to find out if he can still do max damage using the memory that I specified earlier. So, the memory that I was talking about before was this memory here, which you can get from the VE Tower store, in-game currency store. It just gives you grit. And I wonder if you can still get max damage, even though this doesn't give you a power bonus through the effects, but just good stats. But anyway, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification on to join the notification gang, so you don't miss out on the daily My Hero Academia Ultra Impact videos. With that said, check out all my social medias in the description, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.